Hi, my name is Jyoti, and this is a very small personal project that I actually use on a daily basis. So, we had this almost 10-year-old 5:1 home theater. I found it out on a garage and thought, why not restore it? Surprisingly, it worked pretty well until one day it didn't. The buttons were damaged. I tried to understand what was wrong, and yeah, it wasn't in a great condition either. I went back to the garage and found out the remote, which was, let's just say, maybe someone ate that up. I figured out the remote still worked if I shorted the contacts, so I used a coin. And yeah, it worked, but it wasn't really reliable, and the board was slowly getting scratched. I tried using apps like DIYRemote, but the particular model just wasn't supported. I could have bought another remote for maybe like 200 or 300 rupees, but that felt unnecessary. Even the layout didn't match. I remember I had an Arduino Uno laying around while I was doing my BTech, so I brought an AI receiver, extracted the signals from the broken remote, and stored it in hex codes. Then I looked for apps that could easily transmit IR signals directly from the phone. Some of them worked, but only as a paid feature. At that point of time, I realized I could code. I didn't really master Android because I was busy breaking Linux systems, but I built a WhatsApp clone in Flutter back in 2022, so I figured out I could at least make something that works. The app was simple. There was no backend, there were no servers, and there were no databases. Just predefined IR signals. But I focused a lot on the layout. I recreated the physical remote digitally so it feels familiar and easy to use. I added small vibrations when the signal is sent, just to replace the missing tactile feedback of a real remote. There was a light mode, there was a dark mode, and even the app icon changes with the system theme, so it blends in with the system rather than standing out. And for a while it worked perfectly until one day when my AC remote stopped working. AC remotes are very different. They don't send simple signal commands. Every time you press a button, the entire configuration gets sent in one go. I had to switch from hex codes to raw IR signals, basically the long sequence of numbers. To keep the project scope small, I fixed the AC at a comfortable presets, which was 24 degrees and a powerful mode and swing on all directions. Not perfect, but usable. This project made me realize something. Just because you can build something, it doesn't mean it has to be the perfect one. Sometimes you just document it, refactor it, and publish it to GitHub. Along the way, you would find many bugs, many issues, and even developers who would like to contribute to your project. I also wanted to improve on some of the features like customizing the layout, putting buttons with custom hex codes, but the main intent was to create a simple app that could run my speaker. Recently, when I was using this application, I have realized that I can use a macro button which could eventually reduce the number of clicks that I usually have to do. But it also breaks the visual similarity that I was initially going for, and that's where I'm stuck right now. Better experience or familiar interaction? If you have any thoughts on that, I would genuinely love to hear them.